Uh, Good morning. Hello, you guys. How are ya? Little cool in the wind this morning, but you see, I have reinstalled in my summer office. So, how you guys doing? All right. All right. How you doing, Treva? Hi. Hey, Jazz. Alrighty. How was your birthday? How was the singing? How was the singing? Yeah, it was birthday. I don't do birthdays. I find birthdays are the most complicated thing to ever have to, and they're likely the most important person to every human on the planet. Um, I have a love-hate relationships with birthdays, so I don't like doing birthdays. But happy birthday! Hell yeah! Alrighty. For all you guys tuning in here live, we are I'm doing tarot readings, live tarot readings. Look at this. We are teaching people how to become one with the universe. All right. This is quantum physics at its absolute finest. I call it the happy dog philosophy. And the goal of life is not to change your life, but to become one with your life so that you can live your best life in spite of your life. Right. Because life is, you get no control over what happens. You can only control what you do and what you feel about it. And the most important thing that these cards keep saying over and over again, ad infinitum, is stop thinking, start feeling. All right, happy dog. Yeah, you know what I mean by the happy dog. There's a little dog walking every day. I'm a happy dog. You know, happy dog. Be a happy dog. So that's why we read the tarot cards. Also, I've been doing this for 40 years and it's fun and I'm good at it. So, what the hell? Giving back a little bit of community as well, you guys. This is who we going to read for? We'll start with Treva and then Jazz. It's the order you came in this morning. And we'll see where we go from there. And hopefully, we won't have any magical trolls appear foolishly in our midst that I'm not prepared for, because I'm prepared for them now. That was interesting. Hey, all righty. Oh, right out of the gate, Treva, you want to come online, or how about I give you the link? La la la. All right. Did that not come up? I got to press enter to send. All right. The link to come on live is in the chat. And yeah, so yeah, when I finish my next project, I'm going to, like what you do, I'm going to do a multicast. So it'll go on several different channels at the same time. Good morning. We're going to bring Treva on. Hello, voila. Hello, Treva.
Good
Everybody,
morning.
Treva. How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm okay.
Just
Good
okay.
morning.
Hello, Lainey.
Yeah.
I look at you. Look at what do you work? This is work. This is you feel physical exhaustion. What the hell is this? What have you been up to? Oh, communication's a lovely thing. What have you running around town delivering letters to people? You're gonna play a
Ah.
bailiff? What is this? Look at this.
Oh. Okay, stop. Stop licking my face.
Oh, yeah, no. Doggies not should not lick faces. Very bad.
No.
Oh, dude. Wow. Look at geez. Look. Very little work, huge income, huge return on investment. Wow. What have you been up to? What have you been doing? Literally running around delivering subpoenas or what?
Well, actually, it's been a very bad week with my blood pressure, and I am going to my doctor this morning. But so yeah, my brother got his letter, and my friend made him read aloud in front of her, so she knew that he was going to read it, except
Oh,
his baboon, turd of a whatever you want to call her, decided that she was going to get out of the truck too and read it.
Oops.
She's very angry. She is, because he had to read it because he had to read it.
Well,
And yeah,
now they know.
yep,
Yep. Yep.
yep. I said
This,
goodbye.
that's so cool. Look at this. And then it's followed by, like, this is the peace, the democracy, the justice in place card,
Yeah,
right? This is everything you want. This is a solid wall of protection immediately coming out of the gate, followed by change, release, transformation here with the death card.
huge
Right?
release.
Crazy.
Huge release.
And okay, so now now it's just waiting for the fallout.
Yeah,
Okay, so you gotta take your take your thoughts, any thoughts that you give to this, right? So you got to give this back. You go, look, once upon a time I loved you, we were friends. You don't trust that love. I love you anyway, go away. You got
no,
it?
I'm done. I'm done.
No, you need to put this, you need to put these energies to bed so they don't come back. You got to
I
give
know.
this back its grace.
Yeah,
This is the magic here. So otherwise
yeah,
this is going to keep coming back,
yeah.
right? And every time, and you got to reset. I don't know why my nose is maybe because it's chilly out here. All right. So every time this card comes up in relationship to this, you go, yes, and I love you enough for both of us. Goodbye.
Yeah,
Right. And
yeah,
that's it. That's the only thought you need to have, is to give them back their love, their grace, because in another meat suit, that's us. That's you right there. You get that?
absolutely.
Right. So, right. And then it's their spilled milk to clean up. You don't have to live in their living room. You don't have to deal with whatever the fallout is. Right. Keep
Yeah.
keep a roll of paper towels handy. Right. And if they come by, you just throw it at them. Go here, go clean up your own mess. Have a nice day. And then you just, it's all going with the flow. Look at this. And this is how you choose. This is the greatest representation of the sixes both saying go with the flow, right? This is the Six of Swords is about going with the flow and staying focused on going with the flow so that that shit doesn't drag you back into the depths of its bullshit, right?
Yeah,
Whereas the Six of Wands is about going, I don't care about the depths of their bullshit. I'm gone. It's the exact same energy, only the Six of Wands is faster. And this is the choice that you have to actively make through your alignment, right?
yeah,
You go, this is mine. This is about me. This is where I'm going. This is who I am, where I am, why I am. And it's got nothing to do with anybody I might have been yesterday, because I am who I am right now, who I am.
yeah,
Right. And the constant, never ending demand from self is that I be all me all the time. Right.
yeah,
And so this becomes, the choice becomes, here's how I'm going to go with the flow, and really, really enjoy the hell out of it, because it really is the release that you think that it is. Right. This is you taking back your maternity.
yep,
You're taking back your you're giving any fear that you might have had, you have given over to the past to allow the energy to deal with, because you're not afraid of it anymore.
no,
Right. This is you offering yourself. This is the throne of power. Come sit on it, girl, because we got it going on.
I just didn't say goodbye to my brother. There's a whole slew of them,
Your
which
brother's
is
gonna be there.
magnificent.
Yeah. So if you want to contact any of them, and there's the seeds of elements, right? It's you send a text, pick up the phone, make
Done.
direct contact, right? It's a
Yeah,
give and take at that point. And now it becomes, okay, I'm not living with that bullshit anymore. But here, this is the people, the love, the light that I choose to allow to put their energy into me, and that I choose to allow to put my energy into them. And
Yeah.
it becomes the true give and take that life should be in, right? Like if somebody's not with you where you're at and you're thinking about them, then it behooves you to call them, because chances are, right, it's either not reciprocal or they are trapped in their own space, right? But they have, trust me on this, and this is, quantum physicists will figure this crap out eventually. But chances are, if you're thinking about them, they're thinking about you.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is when you take it down to the scientific physical level, right? Everything, that we're all made of molecules, right? We all learned that in grade science.
Yeah.
Whatever grade it was, right?
Uh,
And every time you touch something else, your molecules mix. So there's no solidity to this solid world that we believe that we live in, right? We know, we feel, we understand, are capable of theoretically rising internally to the perfection, the completion, right? But
yeah.
we are literally in a splinter of who we truly are,
Hmm.
right? And every time we touch, we mingle, we create a connection with that other human being,
Yeah.
right? And once we know that and we realize that, then we have, right, in the alignment, it's, I got all the love in the world for the people that I hate. Very, very easy for me to find the grace of the scumbag that I don't want to have anything to do with.
Yeah.
Right. And it's the beauty of going through life with nothing but grace for even most hideous scumbag human beings. So peaceful, so fulfilling, and so personal, right? It's like, oh no, dude, I got boundaries. Oh, I love that guy to pieces. He's just not allowed in my space. What do you mean
Yeah.
you love him? He's total garbage scumbag. To go, dude, in another lifetime, that was me. I hate everything about him because I don't want any of that anywhere near me. I'm that's my ego self going, those are my boundaries. That's part of the splinter of being in here, right?
Yeah.
And that's part of the other thing is we look at the other person and we go, we're reminded of who we were, what we were, when we were, right?
Yeah.
And if we can't give them a grace, how can we give it to ourselves?
True.
Right? So that's the tricky nuance to the grace step, which is pretty much where you are. And this is where the power, this is, right? You're the boss. I'm the boss. I say what goes. Nobody else. These are I get to be the guy that makes the rules, and I get to be the guy that implements them.
Yeah.
The way that I want them implemented, right? And it's always my choice.
Exactly.
And it can always be hard, right?
Yeah.
Or it can be easy. And how's it going to be easy? You're going to stay in alignment.
Yeah.
And always choosing, if any time there's a question or an issue or anything out of perfection, the only response to yourself immediately becomes get into alignment.
Yeah.
Because once you are in alignment, you can do anything at all, right? You just got to be brave enough to stay in alignment, right? And these nines are cool, right? Nines are cards about almost fulfillment, almost completion, right? These are like the wish cards. And it's all about what you wish for, what you put your thoughts into, what you put your physical actions into that create the path down which you want. And once you're on that path, right? Here's the other nine. This is the nine. This is the wish that this is all what we really think that we want, right? This is the emotional wish card,
Yeah.
right? And the universe responds to emotion. It responds to energetic propulsion, So if you can energetically propel your choices, your wishes, right? Do you want them being propelled from your heart or from your head? Right? And once you realize where you don't want to live within yourself, it's an easy choice, right?
Yeah.
It's the alignment that allows you to choose the best path all day, every day, right? And not be and it creates a space. Don't be afraid to look in the corners, right? Always trust yourself. This is where you're going, girl. Nice
Oh,
week you're having.
thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
And always remember and never forget, worrying, right,
Yeah.
is praying for shit that you don't want. You made your communication, you're done,
That's it.
right?
Done like dinner.
Done like dinner. Ah,
What?
have a great week. Love to see you. Oh, I'm
Love
so
you
glad to see you
too.
today. Woo! Be so well. All right, I'm gonna remove you. You can sit
Yep.
in there if you want, or leave as you wish. But
Love
have a
you.
great week. Alrighty, you guys. That was Triva. Alrighty. I see you on the backstage there, Jazz. Hello, Cinderella. Good morning to you. How you doing? You want to know Steve's intentions towards you. Honey, I want you to get into alignment and decide what your intentions are towards Steve. Right? How long you been watching me? Dude, I am so plugged in this morning. Good morning, Holly. Is MRI? Whoa. Which one's the MRI? Hey, sweetheart.
Love you.
Be careful. Am I
you.
allowed to hug you a little?
Yeah, a little.
Uh,
Hi, TikTok. Oh, YouTube. Hi, YouTube.
YouTube. I don't do TikTok no more.
No more ticking talk.
No more ticky talkie. No more ticky talkie.
Okay.
That's it. All right.
Have a
you be
lovely day,
careful.
YouTube.
All right.
Bye,
You
I
guys
love you,
send. Bye, sweetheart. Tell him to drive gently. Tiffy Boo is recovering from surgery on Thursday, and she spent the weekend with us. And
Make sure you check for lumps, ladies.
yes, check for lumps. Check for lumps, right? And don't be afraid to force a doctor to take a closer look at it. By the way, where were we? Yeah, get microplastics out of your existence. I could go on for days. Oh my god. Alrighty. I got Jazz up on board. I'm going to when I get your turn to read, you can either come on live, you guys, or you can stay in the chat. I've just dropped the StreamYard link in the chat. And we're going to bring on Jazz, Happy Medium, and then Cinderella, Holly. If you guys want to hang on, we'll have you guys come up afterwards. We're here until 9. No, we started at 9. We're here until noon today. And we will see. Unless the place gets busy, you get good readings.
Hello,
Good.
how are you?
I'm good, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. I got extra days on my schedule at work.
Yes. At a girl, which is what you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Did you resolve your transportation issues?
Yes, we called the RTD bus and they said that they can take me during the days after 5:30 and I can get home.
There are bennies. Not
Yes.
just anybody can call RTD, you know.
Yes.
What a beneficial tool to have in your existence. That's very cool. Very, very cool. So problem solved. That is wonderful. All right. Any news on your dad end?
So he just got cleared for the job. He turned everything in, but then now that he's waiting for more something more from the people over there where he got hired at because he's got all the paper in and stuff. But the people were supposed to check up on him and say, okay, you got all this finished now. He's just waiting for a start date.
Taking forever to onboard with this company. Holy crowly. Man, Let's see. See what we can do for you, darling. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, you broke up with the beau, did you? Or is this so what happened? The fiery
So-
night isn't working out, huh?
So basically what happened is I was talking to that guy and everything that for the couple more weeks, and then a couple days ago he sent me this video on Facebook saying that I was like his safe place, and I was saying it took me a while to react to him, and then I told him, "Oh, I was busy, sorry I wasn't able to text you back." He hasn't responded to me, but the other guy that I'm talking to just started talking to me again. He says that he's going on vacation.
Hmm.
So I didn't break up with the other guy. That other guy just doesn't have good communication skills. I think he sucks at communicating.
And you're okay with that?
Well, I want to tell him, honestly, I know that people struggle with communication. I mean, I took a class a couple of years ago for communication skills for that reason. But honestly, I don't want to force anything on him if he doesn't like like me back, or I don't want to scare him off with how powerful I am and be all like, "Oh, like
Ah,
I just don't want to scare him off."
hmm. Well, I'll tell you what. If they're capable of scaring off, they're not strong enough to stand up to your flame anyway.
True.
Do you catch that? Like people that
Yes.
are people that you're better to spend your time on the people who actively want to participate in your existence than to waste your time on people who don't know or don't want to necessarily be with you. And in this case, it's a lack of communication skills, right?
Yes.
Feel the comfort of see this is the beauty of being in alignment, right? You put your arrows out there, you put your energy out there to say, okay, hey, let's do some fishing and see how that energy comes back. And when it doesn't come back, it tells you, right? It's like the concept of if you love something, set it free. If it comes back, it's yours. If it doesn't, it never was.
Yes. I know that concept.
Right? So some of the universe will sometimes make your decisions for you. Right? The trick is to go,
I
okay,
also
well,
know
if
that.
that's what the decision is, where's the silver lining? Right? Give whoever it is back his grace. If he comes back, bonus. If he doesn't, that's okay too. Right? But relax into it, right? We don't want to the trick, the goal to the goal to the alignment is to be living entirely in the moment. So you're not trapped in the past and what might have happened, what could have happened, what should have happened. Right? It's living your life with the intent so that you are living your best life.
That's true.
Yeah. Mhm.
Be in alignment.
Practice. This is your practice, darling. This is your practice. This is so this especially. How's your card reading going?
My card reading's going good. I just did a live stream on Sunday, and I had like over 2.k people watching. So I did pretty good.
Wow, very nice, very nice. Like I will tell you right out the gate. I in the my God, how long was I reading on TikTok? In the time that I put into building my TikTok, I never had that many people in my life ever, not once, never. That's excellent. Cool. See, so that's where you put your focus, right? You got to figure out, okay, how do I set up a schedule? What if people want to hire me outside of TikTok? Right? You've got a plan to put into action here that you haven't got time to be worried about whether some young fella is interested or not.
No,
Right
I'm just
person,
focused on my business and doing lives.
right? You need a business plan. You literally need a business plan.
I'm still working on that. I went to go search that one up last time, and then I'm still putting stuff on that business plan.
That's the path forward, my dear. And it's like actively choosing your best path in all things.
Okay. Choosing my
Right.
own path, doing my own
Right.
thing.
And with grace, right? You wanna be able to when you release another individual. I love this. Today's cards are gonna be all about grace, it seems. When we cut somebody off, when we let somebody go, when we release them, it's not because we don't want to think about them or don't want them in our lives anymore. It's because we want to focus on our life while they take care of focusing on their best life.
I guess I'm still learning about that too, because even though I have like ex-friends and stuff, I was just thinking about my ex-friend Destiny the other day and how we aren't friends anymore. Then she tried to reach out to me a couple months ago, and I'm like, I'm not to be mean to her, but we just fell apart, and that friendship or communication sucked too. But I just like decided to not talk to her because I don't want to be in her drama again. Plus, even though the last time, the reason my friendship fell apart is because she was in another unhealthy relationship. But also it's just that I don't know why that relationship made me feel so guilty.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes do you think there was that you were feeling jealous? Because right now the cards are representing the energy that you miss that relationship and you don't know what went wrong with it, right? So in a case like that, you have two options. You can contact the person and say, "Hey, what went? How long's it been since you talked to him?"
So it was over 2 years ago that I stopped talking to her. It was July of, I think it was March of something. I'm
Yeah.
not sure. I know it was March of something that I stopped talking to her, and then her birthday was in July, but then she never invited me to her birthday. So yeah.
All right. So the emotional the 2 years is a long time when you're as young as you are. At my age, 2 years is a very short period of time. It's all relative, right? It's all about your perception, right? So if you'd like to ask, so you are in a position. You have two options. You can go and ask her directly, or you can get into alignment and feel your way through a conversation with her as if she were standing in front of you and feel for the answers. And the truth shall set you free, right? But you can give both yourself and her that grace without even having a conversation. Or you can send her a note, say, I don't know why, and is she in the same relationship? Is she in a different? She is guaranteed not the same person today as she was 2 years ago. Do you catch that?
Yes.
So you can say, hey, I was thinking about you. I thought I'd drop you a line. I don't even remember why we stopped talking to each other, but I just wanted to check and see how you're doing. And one of two things is going to happen. She's going to say, "Oh, hey, I missed you. La 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 la. This all happened," or she's going to say, "Oh, you know what? It's a shame that you don't remember because it just proves what a horrible person you are, and don't ever contact me again." Right?
Okay.
Or somewhere in between. You have no idea how she's going to react. Do you get this?
Yes.
All right. So you can do it spiritually, right? You can bring her and you can spiritually have your own power, talk to her spirit. And you can
Okay.
probably likely use your cards to do so. You catch that?
Yes.
Right? And the more you feel the answers that the cards are given to you, and the more clarity that you use to listen to the cards, right? The trick is to listen to that voice, to hear that voice inside of you that gives you the messages from the cards. That same voice is the same voice that you need to listen to, become one with, be part of all day, every day. You get it?
Be in alignment.
That's all it's all about, right? And so when you're in alignment, you have the ability, you send the note, and you're capable of physically putting to bed this thing that you couldn't deal with previously. Shit or get off the pot card comes out,
Okay.
right? And then either way, careful what you wish for, you get your wish. You find out that nothing went wrong or nothing big, no big deal, and you're still friends and you can move forward in a different relationship, in a different headspace, but you're able to put the whole thing to bed. Do you catch that? So you don't have to actually
Yes.
ever talk to her. All you've got to do is go in and listen to your spirit, talk to her spirit, and you can resolve the whole thing without even ever speaking to her ever again. This
Now
is
I get that I can talk to her spirit and not have to resolve it like face to face or talk to her on the phone. I just have to talk to her spirit.
Yeah. And the devil's in the details, right? So the more detailed, the more clarity you can get when you are listening to that voice, the better. If you can go direct without even using the cards, even better, right? Somebody said to me, it's crazy that you read the cards. Like, dude, I'm talking direct to. If there's a God, then that's the voice that I feel talking when I feel through the cards, right? And it's the same voice that everybody else has talking inside of them. It's them, right? But if you listen to it real close, it's us, right? And the only thing that makes us different is the physical meat suit and the conditions with which we live. The one thing that makes us the same is the option to choose complete alignment with ourselves, which allows the whole rest of the universe to just be what it is. And it won't bring us down, and it won't make us unhappy, and it won't make us angry, because we are choosing what we're putting our focus on.
True.
Right? It's all about the alignment. Hang in there, darling. Good luck to you, Dad.
Thank you.
All righty. Gonna let you go. All
Bye.
right.
See you next Tuesday.
Yeah, you too. Have a great week, sweetheart. Good luck to
Bye.
you. Who came in there next? We're reading Cinderella. Are you still in? Are you gonna come on live? Are you going to have me read for you in the chat? Holly didn't tell me what the MRI, which is the MRI. I don't know if I've ever had an MRI. Is that the one that scans your brain? Anywho, Cinderella, darling, are you still here? Bum, 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 bum. Cinderella. Did we lose you, darling? Alrighty. And Holly. Oh, it's going to be one of those days. Oh, I hope not. You guys. All right. Cinderella. Guys, if you are watching this, make sure you're watching live. Otherwise, you are not seeing the tarot readings live. So, all right. So, if we have nobody here for a reading, that's unfortunate. We have some time to kill, though, don't we? Well, stick around here, see who maybe would like to have a reading this morning. I'm broadcasting this live apparently I'm broadcasting it live on StreamYard and on YouTube, and I didn't know that. So that's fun. Careful what you do in the world because it has repercussions that you don't know about, you know? All right. What can I do to fill it is 9:35 and I am here until noon reading tarot cards. And nobody is available to step up. Now, I wonder if there is now there is no way that I can even remotely. There must be a way to send a message. Somebody say, "Hey, come get your reading." You know. But there you go. All right, so we can hang out here until noon, and I guess we'll talk tarot cards, right? I started doing this when I was 14. Why? Because actually, I started with poker cards when I was 14, but I started reading cards when I was 14 because my grandmother is a professional tarot card reader. My grandmother never touched a deck of tarot cards. She's a professional card reader. When I was 17, I found this deck in a bookstore. Was I even 13 yet? How old was I? Dude. Anyway, I found it in a bookstore on Granville Island, and this deck was on display. And the original one was much larger than this. The cards are about this big around, so they're like this. They're a pain in the butt to shuffle. And these just crazy pretty cards, and all of a sudden the card reading that I was doing with playing cards suddenly took on a whole new life. And that's what's beautiful about reading these tarot cards. And so that's why we do this. So here we are. And we hang out filling dead air. What can I tell you? You guys all worried about Donald Trump? I'm going to tell you about Donald Trump. Oh, like this. Lady Justice is going to chop off his head. Look at that. Donald Trump is there is a line in the sand that that is going to get drawn, and this is so reminiscent of who was that comedian who had a time because she had yeah, same energy. This is Lady Justice is coming for the guy. Just give it time. Just be patient. Relax into it. What else you want to know? What about the new prime? What do you think of the new Prime Minister of Canada, you guys? Guy can do math like nobody's business. Canada's new Prime Minister. Well, look at that. What a ray of sunshine. Holy caroli. Talk about bringing the hearts and minds of Canada along with him as he goes, right? Oh, yeah. And he's a just he's a just guy too. He's a little bossy. He's a little in charge, you know what I'm saying? But he's a nice guy. Look at the money. Look at the health and wealth this guy brings with him. I like this guy. Based on these cards, I like this guy. I like this guy even better than I like the last guy. And I like the last guy. Wow. Look at that. And what does he want to do? He wants to bring the country together. Look at this. I love this card. This is my entire business with Peppermaster. This has been the just bring it together. Do the work together card, right? Put it together. Do it the way, build it the way you want it to be. Build it, make it the way that you want it to feel, right? Oh yeah, live. This is Canada. This is guy bringing Canada to live in its best life. Look at 8 of Wands right there, right? And then there's, and then there's all kinds of decisions that this is partnerships and treaties that he's going to be making. And he appears to be making them. Look at this. There's the 6 of Wands. When he makes these decisions, he's making them for the best of the best. Now, this is great energy. I love this for the prime minister of any country. I got to tell you, though, Donald Trump reads like a queen of cups. Like this is the kind of energy that people want to aspire to, being the creator of everything that you want in your existence, right? Being the matriarchal power of comfort and love and joy, right? She's got a negative side too, but we won't go there. But that's her negative side in her full glory. That is what you see in Donald Trump. Yeah, the cards are interesting, right? You can't control how things happen, right? What you can do is control how you feel about those things happening, right? So if you use these cards, you can adjust your emotional sentiment so that you are flowing through your life following your best chain, your best flow of energy, right? And the better you follow that flow, the better your life becomes, right? And it's a total practice, dude, because it is literally it's a practice because life happens, and sometimes life deals you major issues, and you kind of go, oh my gosh, what am I going to do about this? What about this major issue? And you can get completely lost in this major issue, right? When you don't have to. Oh, there's Holly. Good morning, Holly. Let me know when you're ready. You take your time. You let me know when you're ready to come on. So it becomes an active choice that I'm going to live my best life. I'm going to bring my best self all day, every day, no matter what. I'm going to be the most powerful, strongest energy in the room because I'm in alignment, right? And the beauty of it is you can align with anything. It's crazy. And the better you are in alignment, the better things flow in your direction. The fun part is that you need to know that everything on the physical meat suit level, everything that you can touch and see and look at and feel and smell and taste and yada yada it's going to ashes and dust to dust. It will eventually die. You, on the other hand, are an eternal being that ain't going no matter what happens to your body self. You ain't going anywhere, right? Because you are always here forever, eternally. And you are complete, you are whole, and you are perfect. And it's crazy. And you just got to feel that, right? Feel it, become one with it, and life becomes absolutely brilliant. All right, we're going to bring Holly on, and we'll read her cards next. Dun, da, da, da. Good morning, Holly.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Well, it's a little cold and rainy here. It was beautiful yesterday, and now it's cold and rainy, but that's okay.
It's spring.
Dave's got to take it easy. He has his MRI tomorrow, so he can't be doing yard work and
Remind me which one is the MRI. What's an MRI?
Oh, the CAT scan type of thing.
Okay. So that's the one where they examine, they put you in the bed and they examine your head and it goes bang, bang, bang. That one? Yep. You get to find out he's got a brain.
Well, we have a dog and we say she's got a marble up there and every once in a while it gets stuck and yeah, probably same thing.
Oh, there you go. All righty. Oh, how cool. All right. Let's see what's going on. Look at that. Oh, you. Aw, you sweet. Look at you in charge. So, oh, fun. It's not even talking about Dave, so you don't have to worry too much about Dave. Did you start the project towards your writing your exam?
I got to do that today. Bella had to go to Syracuse all weekend and she took the laptop with her. And I can't really do it on my phone because it's
No, makes
a
sense.
PDF and
Yeah.
I gotta edit it and all
Well,
that stuff.
that explains. So I get the Empress Power card, right? This is mom couldn't get on the internet because the computer was with the child, right? And you've been plotting and planning this all weekend, right? This is
Yep.
fun. So yeah, so do you have to do an application and then there's like courses that you need to do to write it?
No, they do it on, you apply, you find out your test date, then you go take the test and
Okay,
wait for the results.
cool. Well,
It's one
in
of
the
those scan tests, multiple choice, fill in the bubble kind of deal.
yeah.
And it has to go to
Russian?
Albany. They have to grade it and then they send the
Okay, so
results back.
look, this is work. This is putting something together physically, right? And it's in direct do a search on the internet for a practice exam. And
Yeah, I have some stuff from the class I took, like sample questions and stuff like that.
I would become one with all of that material. Anything you can
Right.
find that says, oh, this is the civil servant exam. This is the question they asked. Look for questions, right? What you want to do is you have time between now and that exam to create an absolute personal powerhouse. Bish, I'm passing this exam with flying colors because they couldn't possibly ask me any question I don't already know how to answer.
Right.
And energy, right? And if you take that time and create that, look at this. That's the job right there. Out of the gate. And more than that, there's this opens you up to more creation and even further along. This is a whole career path happening.
Nice.
This
It'd be nice.
Crazy good power, girlfriend. Write this exam, but own it, right? Learn everything that you can. Look into how this creates a career path for you.
Right.
Right? Because this is the sort of thing that you dream about, and here you are manifesting it. Right? Feel your way through it. There's that. You can feel it through as a good guy, or you can feel it through as a bad guy. You just got to be in alignment with it and know that this is what I want to have happen. Right? I want you to do this with the confidence of the President of the United States. You know what I'm saying? Put your entire heart into this, because this is what you want. This is where you are going. This is about you, nobody else. Do you catch that? And then we all curse Donald Trump for being that, but that's why we curse him, because we're afraid to do that. We're afraid to go, this is what I want. I'm allowed to have it. I'm going to go get it and screw anybody that gets in my way. All right. Power to those of us doing it for all the right reasons, not all the wrong reasons. But that's the same energy. That's that same. And then it's going with the flow and allowing yourself to follow. Look at you opening doors and practice. Wow. Two. And then, all right. Did you? Is that the dog?
Did I what?
What's happening with your daughter?
Which one? The little one? The one I've been dealing with?
Yes.
I haven't heard from her. The last time I texted her was on Easter and I never heard back. Last time I got a I hate you, get out of my life was in March.
Okay. So when's her birthday?
December.
Okay. So you need an opportunity to send her an opportunity to say I hate you. Get it?
Mm-hmm.
This is your practice, right? Is to keep putting the love there in spite of her being trapped in her ego inception. And that's your practice. And easy how and this is, oh, look at that, right? There's an alignment that needs to be created. She's in the process of learning about everything about her current family that you tried to protect her from.
Okay. I figured the mask would fall eventually.
Yeah. Well, of course it does, because leopards don't change their spots.
Exactly.
Right? And that there's a point at which she is going to be full satisfied, right, with where she is, and then she's going to choose, hopefully, a better pathway for herself. Get it?
Right.
Now, whether that includes you or not, the energy is that you need to be able to cut the apron strings to allow her spirit to carry her in all things, right? And then carry nothing but space for her perfection, for her to find her path, for her to have the life that she truly deserves to have. And that in and of itself is going to give you an additional setting free that that lets you move forward while continuing to create these situations where you know that she's going to throw barbs at you. Right? But you already know ahead of time that somebody says, I hate you. They have to put energy into you in order to hate you.
Right.
Right? The opposite of love is not. Hate and love is the exact same thing. It's just how you choose to feel about it.
Right.
Right? We human beings are interesting critters. So, can't tell you where she's going to go with that. But it changes how you feel in the distance. It allows you to close that gap of distance that you feel, because there is no distance.
Right. My other daughter, she had a competition for BOCES. It's like a trade school for high schoolers, and she got 5th in her division as a junior.
Oh, right on.
So, I mean, obviously she didn't, it wasn't like any kind of placement or anything, but I hope it, it boosts her ego that, keep going with it and do better. And, I was proud of her, because there was only 2 juniors that went from our school. So,
wow, that's a big deal.
Yep.
Yeah. See, that's the better we can get our kids to focus on the idea of going after and choosing to do what they love and seeking to do it and following it like an eligible career path, in spite of other people going, no, that's not even a career path. You can't do that for whatever reason, right? It improves her chances of success.
Right.
The more you like what you're doing, the better you're going to be at it. Right? Otherwise, you wouldn't like, if you weren't any good at it, you wouldn't like doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And there is it's a cool energy. It's a busy place this morning. Any questions, darling? I don't even know if I've got anybody. Did Cinderella come by? It's going to be a slow reading morning this morning, it looks like. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm just hoping Dave's MRI will prove his disability, and then he can at least get some income.
Let's see. What are we gonna learn from the MRI? Oh, well, it's yeah, 10 of Swords. There's definitely an ending occurring as a result of the MRI. It's followed by this could go either way, honey. Difficulty with the cards. So death is a transformation, it's a change, right? So the 10 of Swords is the knowledge of what the MRI is going to show. And then it's followed by a 6 of Cups, which is a give and take. So there's a settlement on both sides that both sides of this issue come to unity on what they want. And then here's Dave sitting here as the King of Swords, which is kind of great. Being the King of Air is cool. This is about knowledge, and now you can do something. You can move forward because now you have more control, right? So this could go either way. This could be his finding out that he's going back to work, and here he is cleared to work, or he's going to be settled. Either way, there's a transformation that happens here, right? So and then it's followed by a 9 of Wands. So I'm leaning towards the there may be different suggestions, different information that comes as a result of the MRI that changes what Dave was thinking about his ability to work, his ability to whatever, right? Like there's not enough information yet for it to allow for the potentialities to be specific.
Right.
All right. So stay focused on whatever happens, however this happens, whatever the results of the MRI turn out to be, right? Dave still has to decide what he's going to do about that information, right? So his, whatever it is that you wish for, when it becomes even what you wouldn't wish for, is allowed to become your what you wish for, because it gives you, it creates your best life.
Right, because right now he's just sitting here in limbo waiting for decisions and waiting for, obviously the MRI will prove either way, instead of just sitting in limbo and limbo and limbo.
Right. So, but here's the fun part. He's still got lawyer issues, right? That haven't been tied up yet either. So he's taking all of this, and it piles up, and he's carrying it around with him all day, every day. And he has no control over any of it.
And
right?
this injury, it happened in 2015. So this is what, 11 years?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he did get a settlement. He got a settlement for his shoulder and his neck, but not for his back. And they're trying to say, oh, it didn't happen when he was at work, blah, 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 but it did. And it's just.
Well, either way, he ends up, it comes to a head. Now the question is, what is he gonna do about it? And he's got to, whatever this is, you guys got to look for the silver lining and how that's going to move forward. Because if he's not able to work, then that creates a situation where he is limited as to what sort of work he can do, what sort of income he can make, what they turn around and go, well, you're not suited to work. Then they send around the insurance guy, and he's putting a couple of nails into a chicken fence.
Well, yeah, I told him, I'm like, he's not allowed to do anything outside.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that they were taking photos the last time when he got his settlement in 2018. Because we saw these weird vehicles just sitting on the side of the road that we never saw before. So I told him, I'm like, you're not allowed to do anything outside other than sitting in a chair.
No, and I would make sure that it stays that way as well. But he needs to. A settlement means that he's going to have legal restrictions as to how he's even allowed to move when he's not in the privacy of his own bedroom, kind of thing.
Right. Yep.
It is what it is, but it gives him the ability to find another way to physically heal. And just because one has a disability doesn't mean that they don't have to they don't get to find a different path, right? So
Right.
it's what's he going to do with it now? You can't go back to doing what you were doing. Here's the settlement. Now, what are you going to do instead? Right? And he hasn't found that yet. He really needs to take his focus off what went before and go, okay, what am I going to do now? Because he's still a very young man.
Yeah, he's only 52. So, yeah.
Right? And that's the difficulty with retirement, disability, that sort of thing. Men get their power from what they do and how they move in the world rather than spiritually the way that women do. And they need to replace that activity or they will lose their physical strength. You get it?
And that's what bothers him. He's not a sit around kind of guy. He's been working like actual jobs since he was 14.
Yeah.
And
so
he has the knowledge. He just can't do the physical.
I got a delivery coming from yeah. Just don't hit my gas pipe. Well, I hope the staff is there because the guy's gonna come back and he'll go, hey, we gotta. Yeah, he was gonna go in the neighbor's driveway. All right, that's what else can I tell you? Law series, lovely card, 5 of Cups. Don't worry about spilled milk, man. Anything that went before is gone. Focus on the happy. Focus on the joy, and focus on passing the hell out of that exam.
Yeah.
How long do you think before they'll give you the exam, my dear?
It because it's like the one that I would be taking is probably like the lowest one. It probably won't take very long.
Cool.
And it's only one town over where they do the testing, so it's not like I'll have to drive really far.
Oh, that's cool. Good. Wow.
Yeah, we have to go. We have to go all the way to Buffalo tomorrow. That's like over an hour trip, and so it's going to be a long day.
Shuffle off to Buffalo.
Yeah, is that the MRI, and then he has to go back to his doctor's office and consult with them about the MRI. So it's going to be a long day for him, but hopefully we'll take ice packs and.
Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. There's not much you can do about it. There you go. All righty, my dear. Oh no, I have nobody watching, and I have 2 hours to kill.
Oh wow. Well, that's nice though. At least the weather's decent.
It's a beautiful day. I don't mind sitting here staring at a camera for the next 2 hours.
Well,
Somebody'll come in for a reading for sure.
Dave, we built an arbor for my flowers out front, so I was out there doing mulch and
nice.
tying them up because it's clematis. They're a climbing vine.
What color are they?
I have a burgundy one and purple.
Cool.
So it'll be really pretty when they start blooming.
You'll have to send me a picture.
I will. Definitely.
Remind me of my mother-in-law didn't feel right wherever she happened to be living unless she had a clematis plant in her garden. My first mother-in-law, not my current mother-in-law.
They're really pretty. Like they were growing up the side of our porch, but eventually we want to put a bigger porch on the front of the house. So I was like, well, we better transplant them. Start moving on that and get them transplanted.
Yeah.
And then I have some azaleas and hostas I have to move.
Oh, hostas move easily. Can't help you.
Oh
with
yeah, I transplanted some like last summer, and they weren't even the roots were barely even covered, and they're still growing like crazy, multiplying all over the place.
Horticultural Day on tarot. Psychic tarot. What the hell? We cover all kinds of topics here with the cards.
Well, I have daffodils in my woods behind my house, just growing all over, tulips, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, see, I would love that. I would. I had my last house. I had wildflowers. Good morning, Ninja Mama. She wants to get on the list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had wildflowers all over the place, but I have not been. This is the first place I've been long enough to put in bulbs, and I haven't put them in because when they cleared the drive in the winter for the staff, right where the tulip bed would be gets piled up with the snow and the slush from the drive. So
yeah, my tulips didn't do very good this year.
Yeah,
I got like 2. So I think I'm just going to plant some more bulbs.
there you go. Plant more bulbs
this fall.
I was told you have to plant them in the fall, though. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how that works. I would look it up myself, but
yeah, in the fall. That's when I planted my first set.
Yeah.
So, alrighty. Well, I'll let you go talk to Ninja Mama.
Have a great week. You
You
can
too.
stay in the stream yard if you like. If not, have a great week, and we'll chat to you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Hey, Amy, we are doing live tarot readings. You want a live tarot reading? You can come on now. You can come on live. You can go in the chat. You can be audio only. You can't do visual only because I can't do deaf sign well enough to read tarot in deaf sign. So there you go. Ninja Mama is going to stay in the chat. Anybody else watching this, can you make sure that your video is showing live and that you are actually watching the live stream, because it's an automatic render on YouTube and it could pop you in so that you're late. You love my nails. I like my nails. Thank you. I like these. I love these turquoise. These are so much fun. And I can pick and choose from, there's several different ones. Some are matte and some are sparkly and some are slightly sparkly different. And anyway, they just, I like them. Thank you. They are fun. I like these. The best thing, the most fun thing I ever discovered is these stick-on nails, you guys. They are so much fun. And they are much cheaper and way better for your hands than the salon nails. And oh my God, the amount of time, effort, and energy I spent on my nails before discovering these things. Oh my. And these are not the press-on nails that they had when I was a teenager, man. These buggers stay on. Sometimes for weeks at a time. They're great. And they're cheap, cheap, cheap. Did I tell you? They're cheap, cheap, cheap. There you go. All right, Ninja Mama. I'm going to read you in the chat. Like I said, oh, what are you worried about? Look at this. 5 of, no. Oh, followed by a 7 of swords. What happened? Did somebody make an offer? What the heck is this? You're gonna take a chance here. You need to draw a line in the sand, a boundary. What the hell happened? Yeah, so on Temu, cheap. You like spend $10 on Temu and you've got manicures for months of manicures for $10. It's crazy. Good stuff. All right, what the hell happened here? So you got to take a spin of the wheel. You've got to take a chance. What's the chance? And what's this boundary in the sand? Oh, and surprise, shock. There's the tower followed by a queen, the second queen, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Not yet that you know of. Okay. Ooh. All right. So, no, what are you worried about? So there's a decision. There's a deuce between the 5 and the 7. And you still haven't heard from the real estate people yet, right? So how is it? So what's the line? What line in the sand do you need to draw? You need to create a line in the sand. You need to create your power. You need to wield that sword of yours in order to. Where's the tower? Dude. I wonder if this is how much time had you put into those courses that you're not being allowed to transfer your credits over for? Is that because it's a different school? I wonder if that's this. Do you want to go after that? Holy crowley. This is fulfillment. This is solidity right here. Well, it depends on how you look at it. Then the 4 cups and then the 10 of pentacles. The hell? So 5 is about poverty, scarcity, loss, physical incompletion, physical chaos, physical not quite right. You didn't hear? You're waiting to get off the wait list. You haven't heard from them. Are you worried you won't get on the wait list? I wonder if it's your driver's. It could be your driver's license. What do you need to? Your driver's license is expired, and you've got to do a driver's. What am I looking at here? Because sometimes tarot can be ridiculously specific for things like that, especially when it's a wheel of fortune. See, it's a steering wheel. Oh my God. I was reading for a friend years and years ago, and I was using this. This was like, oh, you think you're gonna have a fender bender, man? And it turns out she didn't have the fender bender. She owns a driving school in New York, and so she ended up in a situation. Okay, I hope somebody goes to meet him. And maybe because they didn't want to bring him in the kitchen. I hope somebody's meeting him in the kitchen. He'll come back and look for me or something if he needs to. I expect. All right. Your God officer space. You're worried that they aren't gonna fix it. Okay. Well. Okay. And how long was it under why was it suspended? How long was it under suspension for? Because typically they suspend your license because you didn't pay for it or you missed the deadline or whatever. So your license is suspended. But the second that you pay it, they give you back your license. Sometimes you have to redo. They suspended it for a year because of bad driving on your case. They might make you do some sort of something or other to get back in the swing of things. Right? Like, why was it suspended? So this is the line in the sand that you need to take control of, lessen the gap over here in order to create this driver's license again, right? So your insurance wasn't on your new car last year. All right. So you are thinking. So so you were driving without insurance, so they suspended your license for a year. Is that the right? You got the car, drove it home, and you got caught. Not the new car that you just got. Hold up. Don't be driving a car without the license and insurance, dude. They ding you. That's the sort of thing that what do they call themselves? Freemen, homesteaders. That's what they last year. Okay. Well, yeah. So when can you get your license? The license has been suspended for a year, and so you should be eligible to get your license back anytime now. What are the What are the requirements to getting back? Do you have to do some sort of course? Do you have to rewrite your driver's exam? I would take a look at that because this tower tells me that you are operating on incomplete information. Do. And you want to close that gap. You need to close that gap. So what's that line in the sand? You have to have an FRC. Okay, so there's your big truck. So the guy went in the front door and out the back door. That's fun. All right. He's not supposed to be going through the kitchen. I'll have Greg have a chat with them about that. What's an FRC? Whatever an FRC is, that's the line in the sand. And that insurance is crazy expensive. But right, so this is the crazy hurdle. So you've got to get around that hurdle, over that hurdle, past that hurdle, in order to get your license. So your car may be parked for a little while before you get to do much driving in it. I highly do not recommend driving it until you have that license in place, though. You catch me? That would not be wise at this point, right? Don't be taking chances. You spin that wheel, you take chances. Don't be spinning a wheel you don't want spun, right? Don't be driving that car until you get that card. Call around. This got to be, I'm pretty sure that there is insurance for people in your situation that is not ridiculously expensive. You just got to find them, right? So that's going to be work involved, right? That's a tricky line in the sand to get around. Look at that. It came up twice. Dude, why are you smoking there? Breathing buddy smoke back here. Right. Oh, now he's turned off his engine. I don't know what he's waiting for. I wonder what he's waiting for. Are they not ready for him? Maybe the order wasn't ready, or whatever he was supposed to drop off, or maybe he's just killing time before he goes to his next thingamabobby. But he's blocking my driveway. So nobody's getting in or out until he moves that truck. Your little guy's getting referred. Oh, okay. To the genetics department. There you go. Here's the fun part. When they come back and they go, yeah, this is your genes. And then they go, okay, we got to test you for this. And we're going to test your husband for it. And it turns out to be your genes that created the situation, that created his genes. Don't take it personally. He has DMD. I likely should know what that is, but off the top of my head, I do not. It's you. It's you, right? Don't take it personally, dude. We are not our genes, and his difficulties and his manifestation of self in this lifetime is we don't get to pick and choose. Well, maybe we do when we're over there. We go, yeah, okay, I want to here, yeah. Throw a little DMD into the mix there. This is like I like to think this is like a video game, right? And we come in here to kick the ass of this video game. And every time we fail or we win, we die. There's no way, there's only one way out of this existence, and that's for this meat suit to die, right? So when the Duchenne muscle dystrophy. Oh, okay. So it's treatable, right? When you know what it is, it's treatable. And you can live a very fulfilling, progressive life in spite of it's a death sentence. Well, dude, Breathing is a death sentence. The very fact that you're even here is a death sentence. Nobody gets out of here alive. Nobody. Nobody. Right? His task, right, is to if this is what he's got, what's the life there's watch this. If he's let's say he's full blown Duchenne's muscular dystrophy with the worst of what this could possibly, what becomes his life expectancy, right? We're trying to slow the progression down, right? By the time he's 20, maybe they'll have a cure for it. You never know, right? These genetic scissors, man, are amazing, right? So he's the 30s, right? So it's like Down syndrome. If you've got these genetic defects, right? Except that people are living well beyond their life expectancy, right? And so his yeah, no, really though, really though, if you only get 30 years, live the hell out of them. Have your best life all 30 years, right? In spite of whatever that is. You know, he's only going to get 30 years. By the time he's 30, he should be going out going, holy crap, that was an amazing existence for being limited by whatever this. Yeah, but you've got to bring the challenge that he has given to himself to the table. That's your job as his mom. You need to see the gold and how is he going to become the best that he can possibly become in spite of this DMD. Do you get this? Like this is your challenge. This is his challenge, even more so than yours. Your task, right? And you don't know how does that affect I bet he is. How does that affect his mental capacities, right? Is that an extra limitation? What are the limitations that he needs to play the game within? Those are his boundaries. Right. And his job is to smash the hell out of those boundaries and to find a way himself to do the things that he wants to be able to do in spite of his DMD. Right. And that's the energy that you need to bring to the table with any of this that might negatively affect and inflect our kids. Right. You need to give him the grace to kick the ass of the game, in spite of the fact that you got doctors and shit going, nah, he's already lost the game. That's it. He's dead at 30. That's it. He's done. You know, no, he gets to decide how he's going to live this. Right. And that's what it's all about. We literally, we don't get to choose. You know, you can wake up never again. We could all go climb into our bed tonight, fall asleep, and never wake up again. And we didn't know we were going to die, but there we are, dead. And what are you going to do about it? You can't do anything about it. You're already dead. You get it? So you got to live the juice out of today like it could be your last day. What if today were his last day? Did he get the most out of his life? Given the limitations of age, of course, because, you know, balloons at one age are the be all and end all of existence. And by my age, I bore with balloons in like, you know, a couple of seconds, right? It's all perspective. And it's all about how we choose to feel in the moment. Right. So you're looking at it and you're going, oh, well, here's the situation. So you can choose to focus on the fact that, oh, he's only got 30 years. He's going to have this litany of issues that he's going to have to deal with all day, every day. This is what you have to deal with as his mother. Right. And you can focus on that, or you can go, okay, here's how I deal with each of those, put them into a functional, this is how we deal with these issues box, and then move forward looking for the best of the best for him, right? He's 6. He's got, you know, he doesn't know what it's like to not have that. right? So he's got that. It's part of him. It's not something that is wrong with, well, okay, is it something that's wrong with him? It's part of him. It's something that he has to deal with. I don't have to deal with that. I don't have DMD, right? But I get autism crazy. So I get a totally different thing to do. We've all got something or other that we get to deal with. And we all come to the table with the same internal power, right? And that internal power dictates what we are capable of doing and being and having as a physical meat suit in this existence, right? It's here's our limitations. Now we just got to walk around them. And how do we walk around them? Well, I kind of think that if we dance around them, it's a hell of a lot more fun, right? And that's what it is, right? Like I can't say to you, oh, this is a great thing, this is a wonderful thing to have to deal with. No, it's not. It sucks. It really, really sucks. But it's a reality that when you become in alignment with it, is just another thing that you get to deal with. And it minimizes the power that such things have over you, which allows you to bring that energetic power to the 6-year-old, because he still mostly has no clue that he's an ego self yet, right? And the quicker he learns to be in alignment all day, every day, the more powerful he gets to become in spite of all those limitations, right? And your job is to teach him that. Make sense? I don't even need the cards for, and look at this. And this is the practice. I've got a card upside down, right? This is the practice. This is the 8 of Wands. It's about going after, right? Chase the freaking rainbows, Ninja Mama. They are your rainbows. Find them, right? That's what we're here for. We don't get rainbows over there. We don't get contrast over there. Here you get the rainbows. And so you chase the rainbows. Right? Buddy almost took a header on my front deck. He tripped over the top. I'm so sorry for laughing. He was apologizing to me for making noise. Poor guy. Oh, right? Yeah, it's it's like crazy, right? It's the worst things are going to come along. They're going to punch you in the face, and you can stand there and allow it to punch you in the face all day, every day for the rest of your existence. Or you can say, oh, okay, how do I want to feel about this? And choose to feel, right? You don't want to go through life feeling like you've just been punched in the face. No, right? You want to feel like, okay, now what? Right? Take your power back, and you deal with whoever or whatever it is that just punched you in the face, and don't allow it to control you. Thank you. I see. It's a powerful, right? And it's a decision that you actively make, and you are going to make the decision. Or here's the fun part. You don't have to decide. You don't have to make your alignment the most important thing in your existence ever, right? Occasionally you are going to be in complete alignment. You won't even know it. You don't even have to think about it. Alignment is alignment. It just happens, right? But when you actively choose to be in alignment all day, every day, you are in a point of power, a point of self that dictates how you're going to feel about your life all day, every day. And that choice all day, every day puts so much, I love this. It's an air card, right? Choosing, making the right choice for yourself, right? Always brings you this power of completion and just straight up power that that carries you. It brings you all day, every day, and that's the whole point of it. There you go. So, and we are, look at this. Now it's 10:30. 11:30. I have an hour and a half to go, you guys. This is fun. Uh-huh. Right. And then it's just yeah, so don't be driving without your license, but make that happen. That's the little things. You need the license. You just bought the car. You can't drive it until you get the license. So you can always do a GoFundMe for the insurance. Like there's got to be a cheaper insurance out there, or you are screwed, and you have to pay the insurance that you have to pay, right? Sounds like one of the hazards of having DUIs on your license. I don't have one, but I know people who do, and yeah, that kind of flags on your license at a certain point. Cop goes, dude, you're drinking under the influence. You've already got a DUI. You go, ooh, bad. You don't want to be doing that, right? Makes things worse. So you don't want to make things worse. You want to make things better, or always improving, right? And if you can't go forward, at least go neutral, right? But never choose the negative. Never choose the negative. Unless you go, okay, I'm looking at that negative. I can fix that negative, fix the negative, right? But yeah, if you're going to commit to something that's going to, I'm going to do this or I'm going to die, make it about you. Make it, the most important thing to you, for you, right? And what you really, really want. And not what your ego brain wants, because that'll drag you down as quick as look at you. There you go. And now what are you going to do? So, do we have anybody else watching looking for a reading? Usually somebody come in right about now. Perfect timing. What can we tell you? This has been, I wonder if it's because it's April 28th, right? It is the alignment of the planets. And see, I can't even tell if you're still here, my darling. The last comment was over 5 minutes ago. Are you still there? I can't even see you. Do. Alrighty. So what can I tell you about the cards? Choose what you want. Be what you want. Have what you want. This is why we're here, right? You're gonna create the life that you want, and judiciously. And yeah, I guess I am alone. If it's me blinking or you blinking, who knows? And then once you choose what you want, choose how you want to feel about it, right? Look at that. And you get your wish. This is the wish card. This is the 9 of, this is the meat suit wish, right? The meat suit contrast is what you're here for, right? Decide what you want. Decide what you want. Decide what you don't want. And if you don't want it, cast it off. Get rid of it. Why are you carrying bad emotion around with you unnecessarily? Get rid of that. You want to feel good. You want to live your life to its best. And the best way to do that is to challenge yourself to seriously go after whatever it is that you really, really want in your life. And the only way to really know that you're on that path is to get thoroughly and completely into alignment with your higher self, right? I do qigong, and when I do qigong, we call it a sync, and the whole body just locks into the qi, and you become one with the energy flow that you are working in qigong. What's the same thing? It's the simplest thing in the whole world to do. Every yogi on the planet you got to do sun salutations, and then you got to do mountain salutations, and then you got to do lake salutations, and you got to do moon salutations, and you got to do that, and the monks will tell you you got to do the hand crawling on the pavement, and you don't got to do any of that. You just got to get into alignment and feel your way through your existence. Hi, Hajime. Yeah, I do readings. Do you want a tarot reading? You can come on live, or I can leave you in the chat, whichever you prefer. Here we go. There we have the audio back. And now we should have the video back, but it's choosing the wrong camera. So we're going to switch to the correct camera. You hear the Blue Jays hooking up with each other in the background. There you go. Hajime, you still there? That's interesting. I haven't done that before, so that's fun. Did you want the reading, darling? You may or may not be watching this live. If you are, the screen will be flashing live. Are you there? Well, I hope you're there. I didn't lose you. 7896. You pull the cards anyway. If you respond, you respond. If you don't, that's okay too. These cards, 8 of Swords. You're the only one preventing you from doing whatever it is that you want to do. Is your nursing as your college degree is for you. Do you want to come on live, or do you want to stay in the chat, darling? You're the only one holding you back. What do you want to do, Hajime? Right? Are you doing nursing because it's what you want to do? Or are you doing nursing because it's what you think other people want you to do? Yeah. You are the only one holding yourself back. This is an 8 of Swords. This is about you. So I've got an Emperor controlling yours. This is your dad, stepdad, maybe college, university. Are you limited by what you can go by this man, or are you the one creating these limitations? Ta-da-ta-ta-ta. You want to go where you want to go. You want to be where you want to be. How do you get there, right? Do you want to do the nursing? I'm not getting any responses from Hajime. I'm pretty sure that the live is on a delay. You're going to have to click on live to make sure that you're on live and not watching a rendering, my dear. Needless to say, you know, what are your other options? Do you want to do the nursing? Because if you want to do the nursing, then you're the only one stopping you from doing it. Right? But if you don't want to be doing it, what do you want to be doing it? Because this 8 says you've got to make the decision. The easiest thing in the world is get into alignment with yourself and feel your way through this, darling. There you go. No one is forcing you to do nursing. You're just hesitating whether to choose nursing or psychology. Okay, so ideally, the best situation for you then is just take a nice deep breath, relax into yourself, and feel, what do you prefer to do, right? So as I go, here, I'll tell you, here's the energy behind choosing nursing, right? And I got Knight of Pentacles, right? And I got the Justice card immediately behind it. So it's like you're building, you want to build something, you want to, it's like you want to fix things. And that's why you would do nursing, right? Whereas the psychology is more up dude, I got the 8 of Swords again. Why, how far are you into the nursing degree? How far are you into the nursing degree? Oh, this is a heck of a choice, dude. For practicality. Well, the nursing is practical, right? That's the 8 Justice comes up here quick. So Fairy, it's perfectly balanced. It's going to give you will always be able to work. This is great. So why don't you finish the nursing and then go into psychology? And that gives you a whole completely different stream of career doing it that way. Like you just need to decide. Right? You're doing the nursing degree for practicality, but you want to do the psychology. You can do both. This is right, or you can choose to change. But this is about you. The only one preventing you from changing is you. Right? And then I get the 6 of Swords. You're an Inku. I'm an Inku. You're an incoming college. Oh, I see. So you haven't even started. So you're doing pre-nursing. Is that my understanding? And you're wondering, do I stream this the rest of the way into a nursing degree, or do I switch it to psychology? And it's either way. There's part of me looking at these cards says to me that there is a certain point at which even if you finish the nursing degree, you're going to switch to psychology anyway. So what is the benefit? I would look at what is the benefit to you of doing both, right? Because there's part and pieces of both that you are going to have to do, right? Have you spoken to your teaching advisor about which way you should stream this? Because you're the one that's got to do the work. You're the one that's got to write the exams. You're the one that has to make these degrees, whichever degree you choose, happen. You get it? No, it says you are working just fine. All right. And this is when I say you take the cards and use them to feel your way through your best life, right? Do you wanna feel like your entire career is just a slog, right? You have to choose which way you're gonna go through it. Come here with the sweater, jeez. You're gonna choose which way you're gonna go through it because you're the one that's gonna go through it. And if you want to enjoy this, you really want to live this, and feel your way through which way is going to be more fun for you, which one is going to get you where you want to be ultimately. And do you have to do both of them anyway? Right? Which is the other question is there is an element to a lot of what you are doing on this base nursing degree goes into, right? You've automatically, with a nursing degree, you've already got a nursing undergrad position if you go to do a psychology degree thereafter, right? And you have the science courses, you have the prerequisites for a lot of things. Or you could just jump there straight out of the gate, right? Clean up the cobwebs and go, this is the way I want to go. This is entirely up to you. And the cards just telling you you don't have to make a decision. You can do both. So, how do you want to do this? And my best advice to you is to talk to whoever this nursing advisor is, this teaching advisor, this Queen of Wands can help you focus on how you're going to stream this, right? Do you have a college, what do you call them? Guidance counselors. They used to call them when I was in school. Have a chat with them. Otherwise, have a chat with your dean. Have a chat with the head of the nursing department. Have another chat with the head of the psychology department and feel your way through it. I want you to live your best life, my friend. So create it, make it happen. Be one with the universe, right? Feel your way through it. And don't let anybody tell you you cannot be whoever you want to be, right? Good luck to you. Come back here and at some point and let me know how it's going. Or you come back next Tuesday. You can get free reading here every Tuesday between 9 a.m. and noon Eastern time, or Eastern Standard, depending on what time of year it is. Anyway, Eastern. I'm in Montreal. Oh, thank you, Hajime. I am glad to have had you come in this morning. Feel welcome to subscribe to the live because it will tell you when I go live and invite you to the live. There you are. Alrighty. I hope you have a lovely week. All right. Is there now we are down to, usually it takes like 5 to 15 minutes to read somebody. You guys, when there is a slow chat like we're seeing today, I can spend a good deal of time reading for somebody. I can really focus on details for somebody. I get 15 minutes that I can put together for you, or I can just read cards generally. But there you go. If the chat was busy, I have less time, then I can pull details out for you. But at the end of the day, your job, should you choose to accept it, is to live your best life. And my cards are really good at helping you do that. Great. What else can I read for you this morning? So we did the Trump thing. We did the how's it going? Look, dude, this is where we are in the world. This is the Seven of Pentacles. This is the card that tells you that it is what it is, and anything that you want to gather in, you're going to have to harvest. You have to bring whatever it is that you like, that you want in this world to you, right? You've got to demand it for yourself. You get to create it. And your perception, dude, look at this. This is so cool. So it's the Eight of Pentacles, right? It's get into alignment and stay in alignment all day, every day. You want to learn how to play guitar, get into the alignment idea that in order to play guitar, I'm going to play guitar. What do you need to do to play guitar? You go buy a guitar, first off. You can get them secondhand. Maybe somebody gives one to you. You pick up the guitar and you learn how to play chords. You can start with simple chords, simple box chords. Have a nice day and spend an hour to 2 hours every day. Jimmy Page said, you want to be a great guitarist, you can put 15,000 hours into it. All right. You got to align yourself with what it is. You want to be a nurse? You got to go to nursing school. You want to be a doctor? You got to go to med school. You want to drive a car? You need a driver's license. You need a car. You need insurance, right? There are boundaries in the world that are put into our physical place, not because life is here to mess you over, but because life is. This is what it is. And the better in alignment we are with the fact that everything just is, the easier it is to go through this life really enjoying this life. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, it's there you go. If you are watching live, you'd like to get a reading, now is the time. You can come on live. I can read for you in the chat. I pasted the live link here. If you want to come on to StreamYard, you can come on live and we can read for you. I'm on screen. You don't have to come on visual. You can just do audio, or I can read for you in the chat. Just let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to pull cards for you anyhow. And if they're yours, they're yours. And if they're not, well, they're pretty good at being pretty general when they want to be. All right, I'm here for another hour and 10 minutes, you guys. I've been doing this since I was 14 years old, started with poker cards. I now read, these are my Toff Tarot. Depending on the day, I may use a completely different deck. We've got dozens of decks at my disposal. And if you're interested in learning how to read tarot cards, come visit us at Tarot Phenoms. Is it a .com? Is it .ca? I think it's .com, but there you go. And Phenoms is spelled like phenomena, P-H-E-N-O-M. Right, check it out. Come learn how to read tarot cards. In the meantime, you're sitting there watching this. Maybe these cards are for you. I'm going to pick up on somebody's energy watching this. I see you guys watching, and you don't want to say anything, but that's all right too. So I can read your energy anyhow. Watch this. There we go. Oh, so if this is you, you are in a position of healing. Something happened for you where you are in a position you did not like it happening, and you are hurting as a result. Maybe you had surgery, maybe it was an intellectual hurt, maybe you just lost your job. It doesn't really matter. It's a loss that you are healing from, and it hurt. It was sharp and hurtful. And this is you are where you are. That's what it is. And now you've got to be brave enough to go after picking yourself up and putting the pieces back together, because ain't nobody going to pick you up and put the pieces back together. You get what I'm saying? This is on you. And the second that you decide that this is about you and you are going to live your best life in spite of whatever this loss was that put you in this situation, it is then and only then that you are going to be moving back. And you got to be brave enough to go, no, this is for me. I'm taking control of this. This is about me. It's an internal battle for sure, because we are hardwired to do our existence for all the other meat suits in our environment. And they'll be the first person to say to you, oh, well, look at you being so selfish, doing shit for yourself, right? No, you got to live your life for me. You want to, right? Your parents tell you from the moment of birth, you got to live, you're going to live your life the way that I tell you to live. And you're going to do it my way or the highway, kid. And then it's your spouse and your boss and your kids and your mother-in-law and your cousins and whoever else you live in your life for. And it's never, when is it your turn? You are here for you, right? And the second that you realize that you are here for you, you are able to put together your best life in spite of everything that went before. But you got to feel your way through it, and you've got to commit yourself to it like it's the most important thing in your existence, right? And then once you get into alignment, you can feel your alignment. It is like being on fire. It's like knowing who you are, where you are, right here, right now, in your full, complete power. And ain't nobody can push you off of that pedestal that you're sitting on. And once you feel this internally, and you can create it within yourself without anybody else's help, all day, every day, you just got to get nice, simple breath. There's lots of ways you can do it. Focusing on your breath is the easiest way. So there's a couple of ways you can do it. The count of 4 is the easiest thing for most people. And so you're gonna inhale to a count of 4. You're gonna hold to a count of 4, and then you can exhale to the count of 8, and then inhale to the count of 4, hold to the count of 4, and exhale to the count of 8, which is a really good way to do it. I got this from this actually. Helps control your heating core. So if you're cold, it'll warm you up. Another way to do it is also count of 4, but instead of counting, you inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4, inhale for 4, And you do that over and over again. And it brings you into the solid moment right here, right now. Okay. Takes like you practice this, commit to yourself, and you will take control of your life. This is how it works. Watch this. And then once you're in alignment, you choose how you're going to feel about your life. You're going to choose about what you are going to put your emotional energy into. And it's not going to be based on what other people want you putting your emotional energy into. It'll be based on what you feel your best life is putting your emotional energy into. Sometimes your best energy is put into cleaning house, figuring out who you are right now. And you've got a clean house because sometimes you have created a somebody that you want to change. You want to be different from how you are. Maybe you wear a mask. Maybe you have a job that you despise. Maybe there is something in your existence that makes you gives you the ability to keep yourself from being your best self. And that is when you get to sit back, take a nice deep breath, relax into it, and you decide, I don't want this crap in my life anymore. And that's you do. And then you lay down the law for yourself, right? And you write your existence. You write. If there's an exam that you need to write to move forward into living your best life, write that exam. If this is getting a lawyer and writing a restraining order, then get the restraining order. If this is you writing a book in order to heal the soul from where you became, write the book, right? But focus on the energy that brings you to your personal solidity and bring it to life within yourself, right? And you're gonna be wondering, why didn't I do this before? Right? Because this is the shit or get off the pot. You want to live your best life. You want to be in alignment. You want to practice the law of attraction. Then the first thing you need to do is learn how to get into alignment and bloody stay there. Right? You are the only one that can put yourself in alignment. You are also the only one that can take yourself out of alignment. So get into alignment and stay there. And then be the boss that you know that you are. Be the manifester that you know that you are, right? This is the first step. And this is the commitment to self, is taking control of who you are, where you are, when you are. And only then can you decide what the next step is. And before you take that first step, you got to decide, what do I want? Do I want all the joy that I can possibly have? Then how do I get rid of? You got to get rid of the joy that the sucks of joy out of there, right? And once you decide this is am I happy or am I healthy and wealthy and wise? And this is an active choice, you guys. It doesn't matter what you've got. It doesn't matter what you haven't got. You've got. This is an active choice, and you can choose to live your best abundance or not. And you're the only one holding you back. You are the one that holds the ties that bind you into the meat suit existence that keeps you from moving forward with the power. You don't need to ask. Sometimes you need to ask permission in order to move forward. Then you need to know who the people are that you need to ask permission from. Like, who is the boss? Who is keeping you from creating your best life? Right? And you become in alignment with whoever that is. You get it? And don't worry about the talking heads. The talking heads are going to keep talking. The talking heads are going to be exactly who they are because they are trapped in their ego inception. They cannot get out of it. They are stuck. They are trapped, right? Your job is to, in spite of them, create your best life. See them as your as your when you see what you don't want, what you don't like, you know what you do want, right? And you put it together. The beauty of it is when you put it together, you become the true creator, and you get to be a healer in the sense that you can give that love, that courage back to those other people. Does this make sense to you? Hello, Marriage Shana. That is so. I've got Marijana. You are looking to have a reading. All right. Let me see. You bring you on live. Are you gonna come on full camera? You don't have to. You can leave it just audio if you like. Your choice. Shall we bring you on? There we go. We're gonna bring in Marijana.
Hi,
Darling,
how are you?
I am very good. Have I
How-
read for you? Have I read for you before?
Oh, I don't think so. No,
Okay, cool. All right, new type. You practice law of attraction?
no.
Okay, because these cards scream law of attraction at people. All right, let's see. All right. Two. Right out of the gate. Oh, you already know what you're here for. All right. So there's an energy of the question of you have an opportunity to do some work that's going to create a better situation for you, a healing situation for you, and you want to know if it's worth the effort and energy to do this.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. All
Yeah,
right.
my health.
Oh yeah, big time. So is your lack of hair connected to that?
Yes.
Right. I got my little girl just went home today. She just had a mastectomy on Thursday, and she
Oh,
spent the weekend here. So I don't know what
okay.
you're dealing with, but
Okay.
she's got the pretty egghead that you've got too. So,
Yeah, breast cancer. So
yeah,
I lost the hair.
yeah. There you go. How you feeling?
Okay. I had chemo on Friday, but I'm good. They gave me a lot of anti-nausea medication, so I haven't been ill or anything. But just a little bit tired because the night medication gives me a little bit of grogginess. But
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So you are unfortunately you're in a situation of how long have you known that you're here where you are?
For you mean for my diagnosis?
Yeah.
December
Since
2025.
December. So this is still very new for you. You're like what, 4 months in, right?
Yeah.
And you looking, have you had your first surgery?
No surgery, just chemo. He's just giving me chemo.
All right. And so you won't know until they finish the chemo whether or not you have to have surgery.
Yeah, exactly. He hasn't mentioned any surgery, no radiotherapy, nothing, just chemo.
Okay. And where in the world are you, darling?
I'm in Montreal, Quebec.
Okay, cool. That makes things much easier. What hospital are you with?
I'm in Laval. It's the Cité de la Santé.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. And have you and in spite of going through, you're happy with the people that you're working with?
Yes, very. Yeah, I am. It's a very good hospital and wonderful staff and a great oncologist.
Okay. So there's work that you can do, right? Have you changed your diet? Have you considered how you're going to there's work that you need to do, physical work that I'm looking at. There's a good possibility that you end up how early were you caught in the cancer? Because this looks like there's a possibility you won't have a surgery.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm gonna have a surgery, but he did say it's a triple negative, so it's a very aggressive one.
Yeah.
But because it went a bit on my liver and my bone, it's he diagnosed it as stage 4.
Okay. All right.
So yeah.
So they're hoping that everything will get taken care of with the chemo.
Yeah.
And has he prescribed a change of lifestyle, diet, exercise, psychological practice, any of that?
No, he just mentioned, I asked if I could eat, what I could eat, and he just told me you can eat anything except sushi. And I'm like, because it's not
yeah,
good.
and grapefruit. Avoid grapefruit.
Yeah, grapefruit too.
Okay, sushi because raw fish is, and he shouldn't have said sushi. He should have said sashimi.
Okay.
But the raw fish is high risk.
Oh, okay.
It's you want to be careful of things. You want to avoid fresh sprouts. You want things that have quick and easy access to bacteria.
Yeah.
Right. Things like sandwich meats. you want to
Mhm.
avoid as well, right?
Okay.
Because as you go through the chemo, your immune system is then weakened.
Yeah, it just
Okay.
he said my immune system is good. I take it's a vaccine, or that they give me the day after chemo, just to keep my white cell counts, so yeah, basically, he said that my immune system is good, actually.
That's great. That's great. Okay. So there's a good yeah. Okay. So it is there's a good probability of some form of surgery, but I'm getting a celebration here. So if there's a surgery at all, it's not going to be anywhere near as bad nor as invasive as you fear it might
Oh,
be.
okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So what I want you to do is what I want you to do is I want you to take your focus off of your fear of what this could be and
Yeah.
focus on what you have got, right?
Yeah.
You get it? And
Yeah.
that is going to help you together. Do you have a partner that's working with you on this?
A partner? You mean like somebody like no? I'm single. No, I'm single. I'm
All by
divorced,
yourself.
actually.
So the only people you've got working with you are through the oncology.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I have family. I have, mom and brothers and sisters, and but I'm
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So what I want you to do, you're gonna love this. I want you to contact your oncologist
Yeah.
and say that ask them about it.
Yeah.
They should have health referrals for people that can help you focus your existence so that your focus is on making your body as healthy as you possibly can in
Mhm.
spite of the cancer.
Okay.
You follow me? There's also, I asked you if you do law of attraction. Do you have a spiritual practice that you do?
I do. Yes.
Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to really work with that
Mm-hmm.
in order to find your best pathway through this,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because should the surgery come about, there'll be surgery, then there'll be work to do to reestablish yourself to at least where you were before you had the surgery.
Okay.
You follow? So
Yeah.
the better health you have in place going into it, the better health you have coming out of it after the
Okay.
fact. Either
Okay.
way, you have physical work to do to change.
Mhm.
Start with your environment,
Okay.
right? You want to take anything that your body has to deal with at any level
Mm-hmm.
of toxicity and remove it from your environment,
Okay.
right? So,
Yeah.
for example, I don't know, like if get rid of dust, get rid of anything,
Yeah.
anything that's prone to easy bacteria, like fresh sprouts, which are great to eat,
Mm-hmm.
rather than eating raw salads. You
Yeah.
want to eat more cooked vegetables. And
Okay.
the cooking, because cooking will kill, if you can eat everything steaming hot, it will eliminate the bacteria that your body has to deal with,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
If you can get things like BPAs and gassing chemicals out of your immediate living environment, it gives your
Mhm.
body less to have to deal with,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And pay attention to the things that you're actually eating. Like,
Okay.
what is it that you're eating? Because if you're eating things like I react to chemicals. Other people have allergies and stuff, and you just avoid eating those things, right? In
Yeah.
your particular case, anything and everything that you put into your system
Mhm.
creates because of what chemo does to you, creates an immediate situation where your body has to work to heal whatever you're putting into it.
Okay.
So I want your spirit saying, be super picky in particular, right?
Mm-hmm.
About what you're eating, know what you're eating.
Yeah.
And you want to take your focus. You want to look for the easy wins. I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure your oncologist talked to you about how to deal with all of this based on easy wins.
Yeah.
right? Make things easy for yourself,
Okay.
right? Allow yourself to be selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody offers you help, please take it,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
What else can I tell you? I got you're coming out of this solid, cleaner, healthier than you went into it, but I don't have enough information yet to say there's no surgery, so it's still
Okay.
hanging over your head, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But that's your starting point. Make everything easier.
Easier.
How I look at my the parking spaces all along the front of my street, and it's like
Okay.
dirt this deep, right?
Wow.
And I just watch street sweepers drive
Yeah.
by, and they never
Mhm.
they never sweep my street.
Oh.
Anyway, wait, it's what you put your focus on, right?
Yeah.
If dirt on the street in front of your house is your biggest worry in life, you got it going on. You know what I'm saying? So,
True.
but turn this into a practice, right? Do you feel the joy that you feel when you're laughing?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that's what I want you looking for. I want you to look for that feeling all day, every day,
Okay.
no matter what's going on. And
Mhm.
if you find that you're not feeling that, if you're not on the verge of bubbling into laughter, create an energetic space for yourself so that you are.
Okay.
Right. And
Yeah.
that in and of itself is going to create, if nothing else, right? Because we don't know yet what your ultimate outcome is going to be. You are taking control of every remaining moment, because we all going to die. Right?
One day, yeah.
I don't think this bout of cancer is going to get you.
Okay.
You'd be pleased to know.
God bless.
Right? But something's going to get you eventually, right?
Yeah.
So you might as well live every single moment as if it's the last one you got.
Yeah.
Right? And that in and of itself is going to give you so much healing, you have no idea.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very traumatizing to get a diagnosis like this.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very, very traumatizing. I think it was the worst trauma of my life. So.
Right? And it's like, well, what do I do with this?
Yeah.
Understand that you are not your cancer.
Yeah.
You are not your diagnosis. You are way bigger than all of that. Right. And I don't even know half the time, nobody can say, oh, this is what happened. This is what caused it.
Yeah, exactly. They don't know.
Right. What we do know is that we can pull ourselves back, look at our own particular environment, and rig it in such a way as to give ourselves as much of an advantage as we possibly can create for ourselves.
Yeah, true.
And this is your task. This is what your spirit is calling me to tell you today, my dear.
The spirit, could they tell you how long, how many more chemo I'll need? Is it?
I don't know. I can ask. How many more? Let's see if I get a number. I never know. How many more chemo? So it's not. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. So if I said to you, what would be your wish as to how many more?
Oh, like 2?
Yeah. So this is I got a wish card here. So this is, and you're responding really, really well to the chemo.
Okay. Yeah. Well, doctor said,
Okay.
he told me that he sees the good results. Yeah.
Okay, good. So right on that, right? If he's saying, well, how many more chemo do we need? And he says, well, I got an 8, 9, and a 10 here. You're know that you are in control of this.
Okay.
Right? Only you know how sick this is making you. Only you know how difficult this is for you. Right? So go inside, use that happy power inside you to alleviate the stress and the uncomfort of this.
Yeah.
Okay. But know that at any given moment, you have the power to turn around and go, okay, la. Take this to your oncology board, but I don't want to do any more of this. Like this is enough. This is right. But do it knowing, with full knowledge.
Okay.
Right. You say, okay, well, I've done this number of chemo. What is another dozen chemo going to do that this has not already done? Because this is torturous.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
say, I'm
exactly.
responding well. How well am I responding? The more you know,
Mm-hmm.
the more power you have.
Okay.
Get it?
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
This is about you. This is about your quality of life all
Mm-hmm.
day, every day, in
Okay.
spite of the chemo.
Yeah.
Okay. The chemo is going to give you a better chance at
Mm-hmm.
healing moving forward. Remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome the chemo. Help direct the chemo where it's got to go.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah.
And then choose delivery and pickup day,
Yeah.
and choose how you're going to feel about it, right?
Okay. Yeah.
If you feel like crying, go cry.
Mm-hmm.
Cry for the loss, but then retake your power,
Yeah.
right? And find that joy, find that happy, bubbly space, and choose to live in the happy, bubbly space,
Yeah.
right? Because you'll get way more healing out of happy, bubbly spaces than you will out of pull, pitiful me's.
True. Yeah. Do you
Right?
see if I'm going to be getting my confidence back? I find that this completely put me in.
I'm giving you your confidence right here. What are you talking about? Feel it. Take a
Yeah.
nice deep breath and feel that confidence burning in your chest.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It didn't go anywhere. You chose not to feel it because your focus is
Mm-hmm.
on losing one of your boobs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah. I know.
Right? It's just a damn boob. You are
Yeah.
way bigger, way more powerful, way more wonderful, way more beautiful than you could possibly imagine.
Yeah. I know. I know.
Right? So don't just know it, be it.
Yeah.
Right? And every hour on the hour for the next 2 weeks, I'll tell you
Mhm.
what, Mariana, this just put it together. Do it every hour on the hour. Go, oh, I want this. I want this. Make it. Make yourself feel it.
Yeah.
You catch it?
Yeah.
And just make it a practice.
Okay.
Because you got left what you've got left.
Mhm.
Own it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This is your joy. This is your power.
Mhm.
If there was anything that you have ever wanted to do that you didn't do, and like, do it. Don't stop yourself, right? It's that
Yeah.
kind of energy.
Okay.
Because I'm getting reconstruction happening,
Mm-hmm.
right? And there's another decision you might have to make as well,
Okay.
right? And Deb, you had that conversation with your doctors?
No.
Okay. So, right, but they'll end up, they're going to come back and they'll go, oh, well, we did this, and it's growth. And
Mhm.
there's a whole conversation, but there's a freedom that comes from you accepting that you are not your physical meat suit, that you are bigger. You are not just this. You are way
Mhm.
more than this. So you have to be that energetic healing for yourself. It's not going to come from the
Mhm.
doctors. It's not going to come from the surgery. It's not
Mhm.
going to come from anywhere else. You get it?
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. That was
Right?
great. Yeah.
Be that power, girlfriend, because
Mhm.
it's you all day, every day.
Mhm.
If anybody can heal this, right? When you heal yourself, you heal the world, is the energetic thinking
True.
behind putting yourself into alignment. But commit yourself to the alignment, because what you got to go through, you're going
Mhm.
through anyway. You can't stop it.
Yeah.
So you
That's
might as
true.
well actively choose to live your best life while you go through it,
Yeah. Exactly.
right? And I'm getting, this is celebration of you putting it all together.
Nice.
So however it comes, it's going to come. Good
Okay.
luck to you. But
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. It was wonderful and very spot on.
Thank you. I'm here every Tuesday.
Okay.
Welcome to come in and check in
Yes.
anytime. I
Mhm.
can be found at psychictarot.ca should you or anybody else want a full reading.
Okay.
There you go.
Perfect.
Alrighty. All right.
Thank you so
for
much.
coming in. So nice.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and YouTube will
Yeah.
tell you when I do come on live.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Have a great day. Thank
Bye.
you. All righty. Oh, what time we got? I got what do I got? 11:19. I got 40 minutes left. Nettie. No, Jazzy Bell came in first. Jazzy, you still here? You want to come on live? Do you want to do a chat? And then I have Nettie I can do right after. How are we doing there, you guys? Jazzy Bell, are you still here, darling? Jazzy Bell. Jazzy Bell, are you there? You gonna come on live? We reach cards for you. Darling, I will. In the event that you want to come on live. You guys, you don't have to come on live. You don't have to show your pretty face on live. You can just come on voice only if you like, or you can stay in the chat. Doesn't matter. It's up to you. Jazabelle, are you still there? And if not, Nettie P, how you doing? Nettie P, do you want to, how would you like me to read for you? All right, I know somebody's watching. I've dropped the, if you are not on live, you are going to quickly discover that you are watching, you're quite possibly watching a rendering that is delayed. So, Nettie, do you want to come on live? Because you can just click on that StreamYard link and come on in and we'll bring you on live. Otherwise, let me know and I'll read for you in the chat. How do you want to do this? I will take that no to mean that you are going to stay in the chat. So that's fine. All right, let's see what we can pull out of the cards for you, darling. 10 of Pentacles. Oh, this is nice. Followed by the Page of Pentacles. Holy crowley. Did somebody in your did somebody just die and leave you a fortune? Good God, woman, what am I looking at here? Wow. What happened? Something physical completion, holy cow, put you in a position of being able to literally write your own ticket and throw a party. What in God's name am I looking at? Did you finally, all right, do you practice law of attraction? Because this is the same energy as figuring out how to get into alignment with confidence and choosing how to create your best life. Like, holy crowley, what happened? Darling. So the 10 of Pentacles is, this is an ending. So this is a physical ending. This is a completion. Often I get these cards when somebody dies, and this is like the legacy card. Somebody's created a situation where something is ending. Now, the thing about endings is now there's a new challenge. So something's ended, something's happened. I get this energy. This card will come when there is a physical ending to something else. So, like, for example, forced retirement would look like this kind of forced ending, something over which this is like everything went into creating this. Do you know what I'm looking at here, Nettie? What is this ending? And sometimes when it's a negative thing, or we think it's a negative thing, we have to figure out what we're going to do about it. So the figuring out what to do about it, is this hiring a lawyer to create a financial plan? Is this just you sitting down and writing your own plan about how you are going to create your best life with this new situation? Right? Devil's in the details. Right? What can I tell you? You know, when you know what you want, you know what you don't want. Oh my God, that's the 10 of Cups. Are you practicing law of attraction, Nettie? Because this is your law of attraction. I'm supposed to tell you that you're doing it. You're pretty much doing it right. You just got to focus more on being happy with the outcome, no matter what the outcome is. Right? So what are you going to do about it? You got to get into alignment and then do something. What are you going to do? What do you feel motivated to do? What do you feel called to do? Devil's always in the details, honey. So you want to put your efforts, your energies are going to go into what it is that you want and where it is that you want to go and where you want to be and not on somebody else's. Right? Does any of this make sense to you? I don't need to know what I'm talking about here. I need you to know what I'm talking about here. Right? And once you know, you know. You know when you know what you want, you know what you don't want. All right? This is the law of attraction right there in its entirety. And if you think that, I mean, you know that you're living it to its entirety. Oh, you do understand. This is good. Well, you know that you're doing it right when you are given the choice to look at your situation and decide how you want to feel about it. Right? So, like, say, for example, somebody died. Whatever this ending was, how you choose to see that ending is the challenge as to what are you going to do next? What are you going to create out of this magical ending that is no longer apart, right? And you are going to choose. And when you actively choose and you choose from alignment, you're always choosing a win-win situation, right? But you got to choose for yourself first and then share the wealth once you've chosen the perfection, right? This is about sharing the wealth. So you give the grace, but I go take this away from you. You are not allowed to have access. But you do it with, it's because I love me that I can't give you this access to me. Right? You give them the grace that they are who they are in spite of you, just as much as you want to close that off for yourself, right? And it's an internal. Go inside, grab that energy, be that energy, bring that out, choose to incubate that energy within yourself so that you are living your best life all day, every day. And then you are. And then once you get there, then it's like, ooh, you want to keep an eye out, watch for when you are getting knocked out of alignment, because the ego self, the pulling you out of alignment, this is tricksy. That whole alignment thing is natural. What is not natural is being pulled out of alignment. But what happens once we get pulled out of alignment the first time is we create our ego self. And the ego self is put into a position of feeling like it's alone in the world. It's the only one. Nobody's coming to save you. You got to take care of everything all by yourself. And you are the one in charge. And whereas that is true if you tell the ego head to sit down and be quiet, you can feel your way through whatever happens without any anxiety, without any stress, without any pain, without any suffering, right? And this is how you create your best life. You are a goddess, darling. Create your best life. Choose your best life. Here's that other 10 right there. Right? Choose what you want to put an ending to and move forward with the footsteps that require your best interest at all times. Does that make sense? This is about you. This is not about nobody else, right? You get to choose your endings. You also get to choose your beginnings. And, you get to be the boss. You get to be the one to go after what it is that you need to go after. And nobody, when you are in alignment, nobody can stop you. Nobody has even sufficiently the power to take any of that away from you. You get it? Making sense? All righty. Just over a half an hour left, you guys. Oh, good. I'm glad you do. That is great, because I want that's the beauty of the cards. As long as you understand what the cards are saying to you, I don't even need to know what they are saying. We say the same things over and over again. They use just different words for different people. But hey, if it makes sense, I like to tell my husband if I read for somebody and they never need me to read for them again, then I done did my job. Right? All righty. Who else can? Oh, thank you, Nettie. I hope you have a great week. I'm back here next Tuesday. Hit the subscribe button And you're welcome to come back and check in. I'm here every Tuesday between 9 a.m. and noon Eastern time. And you can get a reading. My phone just rang. I'm not answering because I'm live on the internet, you guys. All right, Jazzy Bella, are you going to come on live or do you want me to read for you in the chat, sweetheart? Jazzy Bella, may you ask? Absolutely ask. What would you like to ask, darling? And we wait while you ask. You want to come, you want to stay in the chat. All righty. Welcome to. Hello. Let's see what we got. Oh, 3 of Cups. This is Woods is celebrating. The devil is in the details, and you know it. Okay, so what is this celebration? What's coming in for love, past, new, both? All right. So I'm asking about love. All right. Oh, this is interesting. So there is. So what's triggered this? There is like you've got. There is an opportunity for a relationship for you in these cards, but there is you have a position of control over your personal situation that you do not wish to give up. Is this true? Is this what I'm looking at here? You'd like to have a partner, you'd like to have a wedding party, you would like to have this celebration, this get together, but the devil is in the details and you know it. So what is the message that you are given to the universe that is putting it so that you need to open up somewhat? This is the Emperor. So it's like it's almost like you're giving the energy. Well, I want a lover, but I want the lover my way, no, not your way. That this is, well, here, I'm telling you what's coming in. What's coming in is you are telling the universe that you want to have a lover, you want to have this relationship, you want to have this happy, happy, joy. Oh, with this lovely King of Wands kind of energy, but you have put boundaries around who he can be that prevents this energy from being laid into your lap. Does this make sense to you? So it's like there is a boundary that you create and you don't even realize that you are creating it. How are you? Where are you going? Where are you putting yourself that puts you in a position where you can actually meet these people that might be your potential lover? And that is the detail that is lacking here. It can't come in if you don't put yourself out there. So where are you going? How are you putting yourself out there? Oh, there's several interested. I got 1, 2, I got 3 potential for 3, but how do you meet them? There's nobody interested. You don't know. They're not interested. How do you got to get in front of them? You got to be where they are. And why? Where are you going to meet these people? Because you're not going to find them on Facebook Marketplace, dude. You got to put yourself out there. This is you physically putting yourself out there. Where? I don't know. This is interesting. A book club, a science club, a geography club, a sewing club, a bridge club. Where else? Library. Where else would you go to create the seeds of? You go to work. Okay, so what do you do when you're not working? Right? Are you expecting that one of the people that you work with is going to have a relationship with you? Then this becomes your boss, but your boss doesn't want you hooking up with your coworkers necessarily so much, right? But this is putting yourself up. Maybe this is a pool hall, right? 4 of Cups with the Ace of Swords. Maybe this is a pool hall. Do you play pool? What do you do? What are you into? You don't perfect, right? But this is the issue. So maybe the I don't date people at work is preventing this lover that you were trying to manifest from coming to you, because that is what your pool is for the universe to pull from. So if you're not doing anything, if you go to work and you go home and you go to work and you go home and you go do the groceries and then you go home and then you right, like, how are you putting yourself in front of these people that want to fall in love with you, that are gonna have this relationship with you, right? You need to create that pathway for them to get to you, right? Are you doing maybe doing volunteer work, maybe I don't know, maybe something at the local university, something intellectual, something you know, maybe you know, this could be Tinder for all that. Okay, I'll just stay single. Oh, okay. Or you could choose not to work with the energies that are right ahead of you and go, well, if I have to do something other, I can't date people. This is what you do. You don't date people at work, but all you do is go to work. You've tied the hands of the universe. How is the universe going to deliver somebody to you that you can have a relationship with when you don't create the opportunity for that to happen? Wrong question. You I'm not sure what question is now. You want to know if one of these people at work is worth having a relationship with, but you don't date people at work. So that's obviously not going to work, right? Your boss has expressed interest, perhaps, and you don't date people at work, so you can't date that. So if you're asking me about the love interest, I'm telling you what's blocking the love interest from coming to you. What would you like to ask about then, my darling? Because here's the fun part. This is the 8 of Wands. You get to choose all day, every day, how you're going to do this. Your boss is a woman. Well, then that makes it a little more interesting as to whether or not your boss is going to be the love interest. But your boss isn't the love interest, right? Your boss is part of the blockage, right? You get to create the energy that you are asking from your existence. And if you want to have a partner, you want to have a lover in your life, you have to A, create the space for the lover to be in your space, and B, create the opportunities for that lover to meet you. And whether that is a woman or a man is going to be entirely up to you, right? You get to put the boundaries on your existence. Nobody else, only you. You want to know if you're going to get the coworkers shift. Have you asked for it? You're going to get the coworkers shift. Oh, yeah. So there's the element. I've got, there's a good probability. You better ask for it. You're a female. You're not into females. That's cool. Don't be into females. But like I said, if you're going to tell the universe that you want to have a lover, you have to not put limitations on it unless you want those limitations there. But have you asked for the coworker's shift? She hasn't left yet, but you all know that they're leaving. Go chat with your boss, for heaven's sake. Here's the fun part, Jazzy Bella. For your spirit is calling you to come in here and watch my lives and talk to me and listen to what your heart is telling you you need to do. You need you to go and talk to your boss and say, hey, so-and-so is leaving. It's a bid. You can't just ask. Well, have you put your bid in? That the bid is the ask, right? So if you've got to go through a bidding process for the job, you have to put your bid in. Right? That's your starting point. You have to go after, you have to feel your way. Devil's in the details, right? Is there anything that you're missing in order to qualify for their shift? right? Is this a seniority thing? Oh, the bid isn't up yet, right? So you got to watch for the bid to come up, right? And then you have to put the bid in. That's the ask, right? The card suggests that if you put the bid in, you stay in alignment and you write the bid with the kind of detail that they need to see from that bid. You've got people with seniority in front of you. Well, see, here's the fun part. If you tell the universe, this is what I want, but I can't have it because there's people with seniority ahead of me, then your details mean nothing to the bid, right? You got to get into alignment with yourself and go, why do I deserve to have this shift? And if you can't express to the bosses why you deserve to have those shifts, then they're going to give them to somebody else. Do you get this? This is key, darling. When you sit down to write this bid, you've got to choose. Are you writing this bid just to write the bid, or are you writing the bid to win the bid? Right? Do you have what you need to know to win the bid? And this is where it's going to come in. Devil's in the details right out of the gate. Right? And if you don't think that you have what it takes to write the bid and tell these people that you deserve to have the bid, then why are you putting your name into the bid for the bid to begin with? To catch me? It's like, it's almost like, oh, well, I want the shift, but I don't want to ask for them. Someone goes in and gets the bid. They get, what do they get? If someone goes in and gets the bid, they get. You don't have to write a bid. Okay, well, now I'm confused. You don't have to write a bid. And so it doesn't matter who writes the bid or not. Wow, he's back already. It doesn't matter who writes the bid. Whoever's the most senior gets the job. Why are you even thinking about it? I'm confused now. Right? Why are you even thinking about a job that you're not eligible for if it's not about the bid, it's about who the senior is? I can't give you what the universe can't give you. The universe is going to give you the energy that'll tell you what you need in order to get the shift, in order to get the lover, in order to have what you're missing in your life. That's the whole point of the existence. Yeah, seriously. That's why I do this, darling. Will you get the bid? I'm sorry, I don't understand your question. You don't need to do the bid. You want to know if you're going to get the job? I don't understand. If I don't understand the question, honey, I can't answer what the cards are saying. The cards are saying, if they know that you want the job and you have the qualifications to get the job and you have the seniority to get the job, then you will get the job. But if any of those things is out of alignment, how are you going to get her shift? If you don't have the seniority and the shift goes to whoever has seniority, then it's not going to you. Why are you even thinking about it? You have the job. It's a shift. Okay, so you're both doing the same job and she has a shift that you are available to work for and you are eligible to get that shift, but whoever has the most seniority is going to get that shift and you aren't the person that has the most seniority, so you won't get that shift. Is that correct? She works day shift and you would like to work day shift. Is that correct? And how do you, okay, so do they know that you want to work day shift and are you eligible to work the day shift? These are the two questions on the table. Do they know that you want the shift, and are you eligible to get the shift? Is my question. I know you want it, but are you eligible? And do they know that you want it? Okay, it's a bid. Okay, what does that mean? It's a bid. Because if it's not something that you have to do, I don't understand. What's the bid? Will you get the shift? Okay, here, I'll go this way. 9 of Cups says you're going to get exactly what you wish for. You will get exactly what you wish for. You're on the low totem pole. So why are you even thinking that you're going to get you're the low man on the totem pole, so you're not the seniority, and you know you're not going to get the job, so you're not going to get the job, but you're still asking me if you're going to get the job. Like, you're confusing. I understand your personal confusion, but I can only give you the reality, and the universe says that, you can wish for the ability to walk on the moon, but until you go through astronaut training, you cannot walk on the moon. You're asking the cards. Well, I got bad news for you, honey, but these cards are just number 10 cardstock pieces of paper, and I am expected to feel my way through the interpretation of what the cards are saying, right? And you either choose to understand what the cards are saying or not. I just read the cards, right? There's no, this is you in here in these cards. This is not me. You're the only one preventing you from moving forward. You want this day shift? Go get a day shift. Is it going to be with this employer? That's entirely up to you. Are you eligible for this day shift? You tell me in one breath that you're not eligible for the day shift, but you're still asking me if you're going to get the day shift. And I'm telling you the answer that the cards are giving me, but you still want, am I yes or no? Am I going to get the day shift? And I will go out on a limb and tell you nothing more than you will get exactly what you wish for. And what you wish for is what you feel into existence. And literally, the universe will provide, right? So if you're not eligible for the shift, you haven't told anybody that you want the shift. The bid isn't even out yet, which I don't even know what the bid is at this point, right? But you want to know, am I going to get the shift? There's a whole bunch of information missing from play here in order for me to say, yeah, you're going to get the shift. The cards are telling me you're going to get exactly what you want, right? Because that's the way the universe works, right? But you got to spin the wheel. Right now, you are sitting in a lack of transition. This is a wheel of fortune, right? You got to spin the wheel in order for it to do the turning. It doesn't spin itself. Get it? So, that's what the cards are saying, darling. Ultimately, if you're not going to get the day shift with the people that you're currently working with, then you want to find a job working for somebody who'll let you work the day shift, especially you want to work. This is what I'm saying. You got to figure out, feel your way through what it is that you want in your life. And when you know what it is that you want, you go after it. But you got to be the one to go after it, because it's not I don't care what anybody's told you about law of attraction, you guys, it will not just drop into your lap. You've got to make it happen. And sometimes it can never happen where you are. You have to create different energies in order to do it. You could surprise me next week and come back and be surprised out of your boots, and you got the job, and have a nice day. But you've given me limitations that I have to take into consideration as I'm reading the cards. Then those are the limitations, the same limitations that the universe is dealing with. Then those have to be dealt with, right? This is a new path, right? So my goal is to get you into alignment so that you actively choose your path. You want to work a day shift and you don't have the seniority. How long you got to work for these guys at a night shift before you can get a day shift, when you can simply just take your resume and find a day shift working for somebody else? Right? Like, this is what the cards are telling you. You get to choose your pathway. Right? It's just going to it's going to drop the energies in your path no matter what. Here's what the energies are. The question, or madam, is what are you going to do about it? And that is up to you all day, every day. That is where your free will comes in. I wish you a great deal of luck. And I honestly, I hope you get what you wish for. And I hope that what you wish for is your best life, because that's what the cards will walk you through, right? But you gotta take control of how you think and how you feel about what you are actively choosing to do and choosing to be in your life space. You don't get to just say to the universe, oh, I want to be a doctor, and now you're a doctor. It doesn't work like that. You got to go to med school. You got to qualify to get into med school. Apparently, not just anybody can go to med school. You've got to go to pre-med. There's a process you got to go through, right? And just because the cards are capable of telling you what your existing energies are doesn't mean that it's the cards are capable of erasing any brick walls that might be in the way of you getting what you're wishing for, right? If you really, really want a day shift doing what you're doing, the company you're working for can't be the only company that you're working for, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, so when the bid comes out, if you're qualified, apply. If you're not, then find a company that has a day shift for you. Talk to your bosses. Go, how do I get a day shift over here? I've been here. How long you been there? Know what I mean? Like, this is not rocket science. This is the easy part, right? If you're capable of doing the job, great. But if you're never going to get the job because it goes to seniority, there's this brick wall in play, right? How do you get the job that you can't have? You find the same job in a different company. But like I said, careful what you wish for, because you will get it. It's amazing. I wish I could give you better instruction here, Jezebella, but you are the controller of your destiny. You are the creator of your life. Create a good one. Create your best one. What we're here for, right? Of course, I'm going to have to go figure out what a bid is in order to find out. All right. Yeah. All right. Who else wants a reading before we call it a day? We've got what? We got 8 minutes left. Let's see what we can do for you guys. Somebody wanted to come on. Somebody in the chat, speak now, or I'm just going to do a general reading here. Big beast of a boy. Here we go. All right, darling. Gotta go after. Whoa, whoever this is. You gotta go after. This, you gotta go after your best life, and all day, every day, and not. It's none of your business what other people think of you. You get to choose all day, every day, dude. You get to choose what goes in your cup. This is a great card. I love this card because this is the card of the person that is choosing to be the emotional element of their existence. The problem is that when this card is, shall we say, in its cups, this is the person that chooses to put the wrong things in their cup. And is this because we are concerned about what other people think of us, or because there is an element of there's a hole in my soul and I need to fill that cup with something that's going to fill my soul. Guys, I want you to fill that hole in your soul with yourself, because what these people think about you is none of your business. None of your business. These people have no good nothing for you. Watch them, keep them at a distance. If they're your family, love them at a distance. Have a nice day. But this is going after choosing your best life. Know who you are, where you are, when you're at, when you are, and demand that from your existence. And don't be waiting. Don't be allowing your existence to drag you through life when you can drag yourself through a happy life. Does that make sense to you guys? It is what it is, right? The cards are funny. The cards are just going to tell you exactly what you either need to hear or exactly what you don't want to hear. And if I say to you, you that some of the biggest questions I get is, when am I going to have a lover? Is my lover cheating on me? And am I pregnant? And I don't do pregnancies because, I just don't do pregnancies. But the lover thing, when the cards say, well, you have to do this, 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 and this in order to find the lover, and you say, well, I can't do any of those things, then how do you expect the universe to provide what you're asking for? You've got to be in complete alignment with the ask in order to see the results. And if you are not in alignment with it, you're not going to see results. You might see some results. They'll be wishy-washy results. They'll be iffy, personally on the money results, but they won't be perfection. And if you want perfection, you have to be in complete alignment. And being in complete alignment means allowing whatever it is to be whatever it is. And that's the crazy part. That's the hardest part, is just the allowance, right? And then once you are able to look at the world and allow it to be what it is, then you can create healing for what it is, right? Because you know at that point that you are the only one creating that negativity, right? And you remove that negativity and miracles happen. Crazy, crazy good miracles happen. And they happen because you turn around all day, every day, and you choose the miracles over and over again. And how do you choose the miracles? You get into alignment. Easy enough. Just be here now, right? That's what it's all about. I want to thank you all for coming in today. Let me read for you. I'm sorry for some of you, I couldn't give you the answers that you wanted to hear. But alignment is going to give you the best way to live your best life in spite of the answers that you don't want to hear. I'm back here next Tuesday between 9 and noon, and reading all over again. And if you need me in between times, you can book a reading with me at psychictarot.ca. If you want to check in with me regularly, you can simply join the tarot reader in my pocket on psychictarot.ca. That's $15 a month. Feel free to subscribe. Otherwise, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we will be back here next Tuesday. Same channel, and hope you have a great week. We'll see you back here then. Be well. All is well.